Hello and welcome. We are looking into the full moon in Pisces arriving on August the 30th at approximately 6:35 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. This is a blue supermoon, and yes, it is in the sign of Pisces. So we are at the end of the zodiac calendar with Pisces with regards to the full moon cycle. Why this full moon is very special is because it offers us an ability to look back. It offers us an ability to look back a year and see what has changed. What has changed within ourselves. Pisces holds a little bit of the archetypes of all because of its placement as the last sign in the zodiac calendar. It holds a little bit of the traits of all zodiacs. Plus, it is the most empathic, creative and connected zodiac with the higher realms. It's the time where we again look back at what we've learned, what has developed within ourselves, the process of change and transformation that we have gone through, and who we are as a result. And when we go through that process of transformation, of awakening, of change, we become more in alignment with our true self and with our highest self as well, with the cosmos, with our multidimensional self, with all. And so Pisces, being of the mutable water sign, is the last water sign in the zodiac calendar as well. It is mutable, opposing Virgo. We have Sun in Virgo also. So it is all about adaptability and changing and moving with the flow, listening to our emotions, feeling our emotions. Creativity is part of our emotional self. Creativity is part of our intuitive self. And our creative expression can come out in many different ways, or even how we choose to see life could be through the lens of creativity. This is a great time to connect with that aspect of ourselves, to look at our emotional self. Now, this full moon could bring up emotions to the surface because full moons do activate a lot within our subconscious, within our bodies, within our energetic self. And it is a great opportunity to connect with our emotions. So if you're noticing emotions heightened around this time, because it is a supermoon, it is closer to the earth than usual. It is going to be a little bit more heightened than usual. It is going to affect everyone differently, of course. But if you are noticing your emotions heightened, then work with your emotions. Try to lean into them to see where those emotions are coming from. Usually we can look at situations in our outer world and point fingers and say, well, this is my problem, that person's my problem, this where I am in my life is the problem. It goes deeper than that. Where we are and who is around us show us something about ourselves on a deeper level. So if the emotions are becoming triggered, look deeper within. It's a very, very powerful time to go into your emotions, into your subconscious self, and to notice any patterns that have developed that could be released, that could be broken, for you to open up new pathways for creation. And as I mentioned, this is a great time to look back a year at how far you've come. What has changed within yourself in the last year? Who are you today because of the work that you have done or because of your transformation that you have witnessed? And as I mentioned, Pisces being of water, very creative archetype, very intuitive, empathic, sensitive to others, caring for others, and also connected with the cosmos, connected with our higher realms. When we are creating, when we are feeling creative, expression, arts, writing, communication, body movement, anything, when we create, it is a form of spiritual expression. It is a form of expression from our deeper self. And this is a great time to connect with that aspect of ourselves, to connect with creativity, our creative aspects, our creative gifts and talents. And we all have creative abilities, even if you might be saying, no, I am not creative. You are. We all have that somewhere within ourselves. And it's great just to even exercise that, just even draw or paint or listen to music or dance or do something that allows you to connect more with your emotions and your deeper self. On the flip side, with the shadow aspects of Pisces, there could be also an avoidance and a detachment of the emotions. When we do this work, when we do our deeper work, when we connect more with our wounds, our traumas, our subconscious self, there is pain there that we need to connect with in order to release, that we need to face in order to release. But it also could be painful in a way of avoiding it altogether. Doing this deeper dive work, the shadow work, or even healing and transformation and understanding our deeper selves does require a lot of patience and does require a lot of courage and strength within to face those deeper emotional aspects within ourselves. Once we can recognize what they are and face them, then we can create the change. It is difficult, even on a subconscious level. We may run into resistance against the change, against our emotions, against facing our deeper selves. Lean into the energy of this full moon, lean into your emotions and maybe the resistance that might be showing up unconsciously. Sometimes our body may want to push back, or we may want to resist or hold back, or even numb out or completely distract in order to avoid going deeper within. But we have to go deeper within in order to create the change. We have to go deeper within to understand more about ourselves. And when we go into our depths, then we create the change. We create the change on so many levels that we can't even see or recognize. We are multidimensional beings, and this is part of this journey. If you're watching my videos, if you're doing this work, then you're in some way going through your process. Even if you're not actively healing and going through transformation, even by listening to this content, you will. But by furthering your transformative journey and the depth and exploring the depths of yourself, it will require you to face resistance. The resistance can come up, like I said, resistance in not wanting to go deep. It could come up with the body. It could come up with avoidance. Pisces also on the shadow side could be very emotional, right? So this is a time to watch our emotions and understand that emotions are beautiful and they do create some discomfort, but the discomfort is where we get to understand more about ourselves. It's the contrasts of our lives. We need the dark, we need the light, we need the everything in between to understand and make sense of ourselves. And so do not shy away from the emotions. Do not shy away from the uncomfortable aspects within, because that's where your true guidance lies. That's where your connectedness with your intuition, with your heart, with your deeper self lies. There may be some purging happening during this full moon. We also have Mercury just went into retrograde as well. We are officially in Virgo season 2, so there's a lot of emphasis on details, maybe even within the mind, wanting to make sense of things, wanting things to be organized, structured. Virgo has a very strong tie with the body as well, so you can also create a connected relationship, deeper connectedness with your body to see what your body is trying to tell you, as your body is always communicating with you, and the emotions and the body are tied together. So is the mind, right? So everything works together. Our mind create the emotions, our emotions create a reaction, a biological reaction within our body. So pay attention to what the body is trying to say to you. If you have any aches, any pains, illnesses, anything coming up, there's something there that needs to be released. There's something there that needs to be looked at on an emotional level and also a false belief level. So if you're facing any stress, if you're facing any uncertainty at this time, your body will respond and let you know. But I'll also remember that a lot of it comes from here, from our false beliefs. And once we understand what those false beliefs are, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, maybe I can't have success, I'm not supported, I'm not loved. There's so many others that can be included. This is your journey for your self-exploration, but those are false beliefs that could be activated also at this time, but know that they are false. And they are going to come in as a story that may have been perpetuating for a long time. But this truly is a time to cut ties to old attachments of the old beliefs, the old thoughts, the old emotions that aren't serving you anymore. I am also going to be hosting a full moon ritual on the 30th. I'm back. I haven't hosted a full moon ritual in a long time, but I do encourage you to join, as I am going to travel back throughout the year, and I'm going to work on all of the different archetypes within the shadow aspects of ourselves so that we can pinpoint certain aspects within us and maybe even some of the things that we have gone through to bring it all together into this one point in time. It is going to be a very detailed and very in-depth ritual ceremony. It is going to allow you to go deeper within yourself. There's also going to be channeling and group readings, as well as a guided meditation for you to go deeper into your journey, to connect with your emotional self, to connect with your higher self, and to open up to the cosmos in preparation for a new cycle. The link will be below, as well as the community board, so I do hope to see you there. And I'm wishing you all the best during this beautiful full moon. Remember to take some time for yourself during this full moon and connect with your emotions. If you are going through emotional turmoil, it is serving a purpose. Go within, lean into it. It is temporary. We just had that full moon in Aquarius, which was also very strong for a lot of us. But know that these times are temporary, and it allows for purging to happen. It allows for more self-awareness to happen, and it allows for growth to happen. So set some time aside for yourself on the 30th to work with the emotions, to release anything that no longer serves. Go into the depths, lean into some of these emotions. And again, know that it is only temporary, and there's going to be a lot of change happening after this one. I'm wishing you all the best during this beautiful full moon ahead. Don't forget about the ritual. The link is going to be below, and I'll be seeing you again very soon. Take care.